So, hello YouTube. I'm here with Diego, Kawan, Gianna, and Julie for another English immersion. So today's topic is the happiness. The title is the happiness blueprint, reality or expectation. And let's start with the first question. So, Diego, could you read and answer, please?
Yes, totally. In your own words, what does a happy day look like for you from the moment you wake up until you go to bed? So there is a lot of layers in this question. I will try to answer, okay? One of them. When, guys, it's a little bit crazy, but when I make good things for other people and this person I don't know, answer with one word or one smile, for me is a good way to understand that I had a happy day. This is one of these layers. In another one, for example, when I finish my things, okay, I'm spend my hours, I don't know, in a productivity mode, okay, in this sense of a word. That's it about me.
Well, very good. You touched two good points. I'm totally related to it. Kawan, what about you? Do you agree? Do you have the same experience?
Yeah,
Share your
as
experience with us, please.
I have a similar opinion because I think the happy day to me is when I can do all my activities, mainly on my job. So because in the day we have a lot of things that we want to do, we are a lot of responsible, and uh, until I finish the tasks on the day, I can relax. So if I can resolve all the works, all the tasks fast, and and I don't have to work at the night, I think it's a happy day to me. So I think that's it, my friend.
No, that's good, Kawan. So do I can imagine that you like it to just, I don't know how to say it in English, is to check. I don't know how to say it exactly in English if
Yeah, for
someone
sure.
knows. You make a to-do list and
Yeah.
I have the same pleasure in life too.
This year I try to plan my day. So for tomorrow I have something that I want to do, and before the last day I like to plan and to check what the task is, and if I finish, make a check.
Yeah, that's good idea. Planets, I think that it's a very important thing to achieve and be, relaxed in this, life that demand a lot of things for us, be productive. So it's important. Diana, what about you?
Well, it's so good to see that I'm not alone in my own feelings because everybody here likes to be productive. So I'm not feeling alone anymore. And just like you guys, a happy day in my daily routine is when I came to the end of my day with my main goals checked. And this is very good for me. It makes me feel happy, makes me feel productive, makes me feel more motivated to go to sleep and wake up early and do my things again. But also, I really appreciate when I have the days when I just relax with somebody that I want to relax to, when I go to the movie theater, when I go to the beach, or when I do something for fun. This is also very good for me, and this also turns my day into a happy day as well. So I can say that both things, just like you.
Yeah, that's good. And I think that you add something very really important that it's this idea that have leisure things that you really like it to do and include in your daily life your routine if it's possible at least once a week do something that will really make you happy that's not related to your productivity something that it's you think that you should do professionally talking. So very, very interesting on the side, Jenna. Julie, what do you think about the first question?
A happy day for me starts with waking up early, feeling healthy, exercising, being productive during the day, learn something, learn something new, and ending the day with pace and gratitude.
Yeah, that's good. So you're similar in this final point. You're similar to Kawan. So at the night, be relaxed. Do things that it's peaceful, relaxing. It's important to you. Yeah, and for me, it's important to wake up early in the morning and do the most important thing that I have. So it saves my day. When I can do it, sometimes I have to confess, yes, I cannot do it. But when I can do it, it's something that I say, okay, if the other things got wrong or something happened, I just did the most important thing that right now it's my PhD thesis. So this is good. Guys, yeah, I'm totally, I understand you 100% what you are feeling, Gianna. So, but let's do it. Let's move on because I want to be happy, not worried here. So, guys,
Actually, before this immersion, I was working on my final thesis, so
that's a difficult
chaotic.
moment. So, guys, recently I just in my new apartment I got some mug that was written "Enjoy the little things," and I remembered, and it's something that for me it's so important. And I think that when we talk about little things that we used to enjoy, we remember of our childhood. And the second question it's about it. So, Kawan, could you read an answer, please?
Okay, looking back at your childhood, what was the simplest thing that used to make you feel grateful and incredible happy? Okay, I think in my childhood, I like it to spend a lot of time with my friends in the street playing football. And but I remember something that I use it make me happy is when I went with my parents to the shopping mall, because I live in a small city and we only have a shopping mall in the other cities. So it's a special day when we together went to the mall, and I can play in the toys of the shopping mall. So, like the basketball and others.
Good.
And and I think that's it. But that's a very good memory that I had when I remember my childhood.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Even if I grew up in São Paulo, but not so far from a shopping mall, but it was not something that I did a lot. So because it was expensive, but my mother she didn't have money. But I remember when I had this opportunity to go, it was to be something really amazing. And right now I just don't like not anymore. But to see
Yeah,
this, and
yeah.
it was not just about the thing, but it was the experience. Be with my mother,
Of
go to the
course.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, it was a very special day. You can buy a toy in McDonald's, and so was a very special
Yeah,
day.
very good. uh, so Diego, what about you? Do you have this small memories too? Something simple
Yes,
that you remember?
yes, yes. I remember that I used it to live in a small city in countryside of São Paulo. The name of the city is Sertãozinho. It's near to
Oh,
Ribeirão
no,
Preto.
no.
Yes. And I remember that my family didn't have money to pay for books or encyclopedias because it's very expensive on that time, okay? We just have television now in our home on that time. And I took my bike and I went to the public library in the downtown, the center of the city, and I spent long hours there. I remember I was 10 years on that time, and I my pleasure to read there, reading the série Vagalume. I don't know, guys, if you know, very, very interesting. Escaravelho do Diabo, Túnica e Carniça. It's young people, coletânea, I don't know this expression in English, from young people, but wrote by very special authors from Brazil. They used a kind of social issues, social problems behind the histories, who put you directly with the society problems, and that was amazing. And for me, is a very simple thing, but it was amazing. I have good memories until now from that moment.
No, this is amazing, Diego. And just again, can you repeat the name of the book series?
Yes.
Is it Vagalume only?
Série
We can search?
Vagalume. Yes, série Vagalume.
That's good, because I know I have a nephew there right now, so it's important to know this kind of things to buy and to give this incentive to the new generation to read and to know more about our Brazilian society since the beginning. That's good. Very good, very good. So what about you, Diana?
Well, I already talked about this memory when I was a child. I think many times here in Talk and Talk, and I'm gonna do this again. And something that I really remember when I was a child was that sometimes on Sunday my mother used to cook some lasagna. So everybody were together, having lunch together, drinking soda. And lasagna, this is something very emotional and very happy as well, because I think that I ate a lot of lasagna and then I just take a rest until all the afternoon, and I was very happy. And this is very, very, very nice. But I also can remember listening to you guys talk about your experiences. I remember that sometimes me and my mother, we used to go to the shopping mall, and we went to Americana's store, and she buy some chocolates and some DVDs, Harry Potter and all this stuff, and I was so happy because of the feeling of being there with my mother and buying new DVDs. It was very interesting.
This is amazing. This is amazing. I know food. It's something that really, really. It's something that I'm still appreciate. So simple things that are even things that's more fancy, but take a time to eat, to do what to eat and taste the food. I think that it's really important, and I have a lot of the different food from my childhood that I like it. For example, my grandmother, she still do it, but she used to do all the time for me the I don't know how to say it, cenoura, but it's boiled cenoura. That I forgot how to say it. Carrot. So carrot cake. That something that remembers me to if I eat a carrot cake right now, I just transport myself to the past. So that's amazing. And my favorite thing, I think, when I was a child, it was be together, as you said, Gianna, in a family, parties that my family used to do. In my, I forgot how to say grandmother. I don't know how to say it. My bisavó house. So that used to be something amazing. I remember 50 person in that small house doing a great, mass party. That is my favorite memory of all. So that's really good. Julie, what about you? The question number 2.
In my childhood, simple things like playing outside, laughing with friends, and spending time with family made me feel truly happy and grateful.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, be together. I think that it's important to remember it because maybe when we grow up, we just forget the what really matters in life. The secret of happiness. Maybe it's not so complex like we usually think right now. That is have a lot. And talking about it, this idea that is of the secret of life, I think that we should talk about what it is the most overrated thing that society says that will bring us happiness, and you disagree, you think that it's not the case. So I'd like to hear from you, Diego.
If I may add a connection with your previous question
Yes.
about the small things, guys, sometimes we lose the opportunity to be happy with small things, okay? Because we're just thinking about a new thing that you have to do, a new step in our career. We are all, unfortunately, almost of the time, try to foster a different position to achieve a different goals, and we don't have time to see how happy we are. Okay, there is one saying. Let me see the translation because on Portuguese is very interesting, but I think that's a little bit difficult in English. On Portuguese, faz o que deves, está no que fazes. In English is a little bit, do your duty and focus on what you are doing. I think that's not so poetical as on Portuguese you have some kind of a music.
Could you repeat, Diego? I didn't get it, honestly.
Ok, faz o que deves e está no que fazes. Ok? An example.
Okay.
You need to do right now the immersion.
Yes.
Faz o que deves. You need to do right now because it's a compromise that you have with Talk with us, ok? Está no que fazes. Ou seja, put your
Present.
in this thing. Feel that this is important thing for you. Sometimes you are doing the things, seeing and in a multitasking mode, seeing cell phones or thinking about another thing. We don't feel the moment. Sometimes we don't put our hearts, our feelings, our brain on the thing that we're doing. We are working. I can't see the hour to go out and to finish the work. And the hours are so slow because we don't put energy, okay? And I think this is a good advice for us today related to this second question.
No, I totally agree with you. I think that it's something really, really important, and it's so rare nowadays because, as I said, we have a lot of things. Smartphone, I think that is the worst thing at the world. Nowadays, we cannot be here and not touch our,
Yes.
cell phone. So be present. It's a secret in life, and not and other thing that you started saying that for me it's really, really important. It's this idea that enjoy the little things, which means that you don't let you just be consumed by the idea that you have to be productive and do things, and because at the end, which even if you achieve your goal, the only thing that you felt was, I'm relieved, and you didn't really appreciate the moment. So it's something that honestly I have to say to myself every single day, because otherwise I will just be, felt pressured, feel this, pressure to be productive, etc. So it's really in the both things, are connected. Enjoy the moments and be present. One thing leads to other. If you're not present, you will not pay attention how great, how wonderful, or is the moment where you're living, or even if it's difficult, what you can learn from it and how you can, change your life before, enjoy it better, even if it's not totally up to you, the life, that's it's complex. But so I'd like to know, come on, do what do you think about this thing, or if you want to answer the next questions, it's up to you. If you have something to add or
Okay.
someone, you can just open the mic and say it.
Okay, my friend. I think we can continue to the next question.
Okay.
So the number 3 is, what is the most overrated thing that society says will bring us happiness, but usually doesn't? It's really hard question, and I don't know if what I will say now, I think is not applied for all the people, but in my case, in my life, it's a good example that when I finished my high school, I joined in a university, and I think it's not a good choice of course that I applied, and I think sometimes some people have the same example. They they finish the high school and make a choice in a course that I think is not the best course for the life for that person. And sometimes they change your career, and sometimes they change the course and not finish what they start. So in my example, finish the high school and join university. I don't know how I can say, but logo após finish I think it's sometimes not a good idea, but the society every time says, oh, you have to join in university, but sometimes not a good idea. Sometimes you have to discover what you like to do, or sometimes you have to study to ingress and to enjoy in a course that is your dream, and sometimes you can you not do that because you have a pressure to join university quickly. So I think for me, is a good example in my life, and because I work with IT, I work with technology, but I'm an engineering, so I make mechatronic engineering. So for me, it's a good experience, a good example. Sorry.
No, very, very interesting what you said. Nowadays, not nowadays, actually, it always was like that, apparently. Not always, but, for so long
Yeah.
time ago, it was like that.
Mhm.
People, we have this formatted, it is script in life. You have to
Yeah.
do this. After you have to be married, have kids,
Yeah.
etc. Now we have to go to the college. Not what we really like it, what will make you,
Yeah.
have money or be considerate and socially talking. So very interesting your experience, and how you felt these things, Kawan. Uh, Diego, what about you?
Okay, I have some ideas about it, but I will try to choose one of them. Um, Guys, it's a little bit polemic, okay? I respect all the opinions. This is my opinion about it, okay? The idea that you can, for example, I don't know, it's a little bit difficult, but the idea that you can have sex indiscriminately, I don't know that's correct word, without take a compromise, okay? Put your, I don't know,
Hmm.
understand that this behind this act, you have one heart, you have one history, one biography, and on one sentiment. People show, especially American ways of life on Hollywood, on movie series, that, oh, you need to do this every time without think about it. This is not a religious opinion. This is my on my side. I think about the compromise that you need to take with other people to do this very intimate, I don't know, intimately connection. Okay, that is one of my way to see this point.
Yeah, no, interesting. I'm still thinking about it, because it's something that really, I don't know. What you said make me goes a little bit of maybe away, in a sense that we have different messages and contradictory messages, saying that we have to be this person, but at the same time you have to be the person that has a family, that got married. So for me, what you're saying makes me think that that is not a script. That's the good
Yes.
point, that each one will find your own way.
And it's not a kind of a rule that I put here, okay? But it's just to think. For some people, I don't know, 1 month of a relationship is important to stay with the people. For others, I don't know, I take a contract, a marriage, and I stay my whole life with this person. I don't know. But it's not, it's just about understand that you have a real person with sentiments, with a heart, with a biography, with a history, and this is not
Yeah.
just an object to make you
Yeah, no,
feel,
this
I
is
don't know,
totally related to it.
that's the point, okay? It's not about one format of
Ah,
family
no,
or
yeah, yes, yeah.
track, okay? Not just about it, but to understand that this could be more, you need to be more cautious about it, okay?
No,
Not just
no,
the,
I totally
uh,
agree.
just go and make this.
I don't know. I don't know how, if it's this translation. It's literally like that, but it's about the liquid love that we have right
Yes,
now.
that's
So
it.
people are
Yes.
not anymore considered like people from the others. It's just an
Yeah.
object, and you have to. It's complicated. I totally agree with you said with what you said, Diego. Uh, Julie, what about you? What do you think about this question number 3? Do you have an example for us, to us?
I think money and social status are
Mm.
often overrated because they do not guarantee inner peace or real satisfaction.
That's true. That's true. Now I'm a little bit more materialist that I used to be. Before I was like, so oh, money doesn't matter, and now I'm paying for it a little bit. So I understood that have money, it's a little bit important, but the point I totally agree with you, especially if we think that the money it's the the goal. No, maybe money can be important to do what you to have time to really enjoy things that you like it. So I totally agree with you. And about the social, acknowledge. It's interesting to think about it. A lot of famous people are depressed. So for me, it's a good example that it didn't bring happiness. Jenna, what do you think about it?
Well, I agree with what you guys said, and something that I can add is related to the a kind of a dream that when we achieve that goal, we are gonna be happy. Actually, in the most of the cases, we are not gonna be happy when achieve that goal, that dream goal, because when we achieve something, we are already thinking about achieve other thing, and I can say this, very, 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 very similar and closer to my own experience because, um, one of my biggest dreams was getting a college degree. But when I achieved the access to the university, I was okay. Okay, nice. Now I want to achieve other thing, and I wasn't happy anymore. And I was thinking about my master's degree, and now I'm at my master's degree, and now I'm not happy anymore because I'm already thinking about PhD. So this is a cycle, and we always are looking to the future and always trying to have more things than we already have. And when we look back, we are not happy. Never, because the happiness is always in the future, but the future is something that we didn't take, we didn't achieve. So this is something really bad. and something a little related to the capitalism, I think.
Yeah, totally. I think that this logic to have more and more and more, it's a capitalist, mindset, of course. And I agree with you. For me, it's the thing that I think that I've been thinking about it the most when I try to understand my life, understand, how to be happy and how to be satisfied with what I have. And, to be happy with the things that I've already achieved, because otherwise we want more, more, more. It's never ends. The desire for more, for new things, and I appreciate, and I understood in life that the thing that I really appreciate the most is be with my friends and family. So this is the only thing that I'm sure that make me happy. The other things I do because I have some ambitions, etc. But it's not what really matters in life. I think everyone answered this question. So let's move for a more hypothetical question. I will read here, and I would like you answer, Diego. So if you could live in a world where negative emotions didn't exist, would you choose to live there? Why or why not? This is interesting.
Yes. Actually, with my age, my experience in life, I wouldn't live in a place like this, okay? Because I believe that, I don't know, bad things is important for us to grow up. For my kids, for example, I'm trying to expose them to make them feel the feeling of to lose. I don't know, to don't uh, achieve some goals or some objectives because it's a part of the life. So that's it. I think that's important. The negative emotions for our lives and for our, I don't know, personal growth.
No, no, I understand what you're saying, but maybe it could be different, have not a I don't know how to say it, failures, but not feeling bad about it. Maybe learning from it and not feeling bad. I'm just trying to make a counterpoint about it, but
Yes,
I don't know.
there is one psychologist who wrote a book about for education of youngs, okay, young people. Is about one study. I'm trying to search and find this right now, okay, to put the link here. Is
Oh,
about
thank
the
you.
problems that the new generations have around the how can I say this in English? The frustration. The frustration
Mm,
is important for human beings, for the sentiments. This idea is important because sometimes we see, for example, the filhinhos de papai, this kind of guys who has anything that they want. This is in my opinion, okay, this is not so good for them because they are not don't have negative feelings about frustration, about, I don't know. But you put a good point here. We don't like suffer, okay, we are not masochists, and this is a good way to see the same thing, okay. But
no,
that's it.
I'm totally agree with you. Because and the point is, they are not good, and especially us, living in this world that these people exist. For me, the USA president, it's a picture of what you said, someone that probably never heard and know in life and do this horrible things in our world, and everyone and people literally are paying with their lives because of this guy. But this is my opinion too. So let's hear from others. So Kawan, what you think about it. You would like to live in this place that no pain, no pain. You know that's a kind of a T-shirt that I would like to buy. You know, no pain, no pain, because I hate go to the gym. So tell me, my
Okay.
friend.
I think it's a very interesting question, and this feels like a philosophical discussion. But I agree with what Diego said because uh, I know that the bad things is bad, but I think that you just wanna know what is the good things are if you know what bad things. So if you live in an environment or in a world that you don't have the bad things, you will not. I think that you will not be happy because you not know what is happy and what is a good and what is a bad. So I don't know. Sounds like philosophical, but I think that's a good that's a good opinion. I don't know, but I think that's it, my friend.
No, that's perfect. I've already heard it. You know, the good, the happiness just exists because the sadness
Yeah.
exists too. So we don't know if everything is happy. You know, happiness, nothing is happiness. You know,
Yeah.
so a very interesting point. So, Diana, do you agree with Kawan, or you have another perspective about it? This discussion.
Well, I agree a little, but at the same time, Jesus, I don't like to feel negative feelings. I really don't like. I think that it's important, of course, to know about life, to know about how respect others' opinions, know better about each other's, and we're only that's true that we only know what are good feelings from what are negative feelings because we have both of them. But Jesus, I really hate feeling bad feelings and bad things. I really don't appreciate it. Of course, that I try to uh, see the things and face the situations in my life with the most um, rational way that I can and with the most respectful way that I can. But definitely, I'm not a person who says the things like, "Oh, we need to pass to something difficult to learn better how to treat others and know better about who we are and know better about the feelings." No, no, no. I don't have this inside of me. If I have the possibility to go to a world where negative emotions doesn't exist, of course I will.
No, so that's good. That's good. It's it. And I think that you bring up interesting points. You know, when you said that, yeah, I agree with you in some extent, especially when you said that, these people that say, "Oh, say thank you for your problem," or even worse is when people say thank you for someone that calls you bad things in life. That for me is unacceptable. Of course, I respect the others, but for me, it's something that no, I will not say thank you for you grew up in the poorest community of São Paulo. You know, that's something wrong. You know, society is it's working differently. But I just disagree and agree with the others in a sense that we learn these negative emotions exist for some reasons. Maybe this idea, for example, that Kawan said, which is different to say that I'm be grateful for bad things that happen in my life. But it's just to say that something we learn something from it, and it's a kind of a human reaction. I don't know. This famous cartoon that. It's not cartoon. It's animation. I think that people say that's divertidamente. I don't know how to say it in English, but that bring this idea for society, Brazilian society, and world society in general, that the anxiety exists for a reason. The sadness exists for a reason. So I do believe in these things, but I agree with you in this state that I will not say if I could right now in that point of my life, I would say, no, that's okay. I already know what this sadness is. I would like to be more happy at least, happier than I am right now. And don't suffer. No, it's exactly what I would like to say. Julie, what's your opinion?
Question 4.
Yes.
I would not choose to live there because negative emotions help us grow, learn, and appreciate happy moments more deeply.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think so. To have the same impression. That's we learn things, Even if for me it's just I don't say thank you for especially for people that calls bad things for me, to me. So guys, I think that I prefer not to start a new point, but just heard you how it was this conversation for you. If you would like to add a different. Thought or just summarize what you think about this conversation about happiness. So feel free. I'd like to start with you, Kawan.
Oh, I really appreciated this moment. I think the topic and the discussion was very good and are really good points that you said. And just thank you guys for the moment, for your time, and for this conversation. So
It was a pleasure having you here. Come on, you brought some very insightful comments, and answers in general. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Diego, what about you?
Yes, it was amazing. The topic make us reflect a lot about uh, I don't know our uh, presence in this world, the way that I need to be happy, to think more about it, and in English especially, we have some difficult to explain and
That's
to
true.
express our feelings, and this is amazing. Thank you, Rafael, for the topic and the guys for the conversation. It's very good.
No, no, it was amazing. I'm totally related to it. I learned in that active vocabulary that I don't use it in my daily life. In English especially. Honestly, even in Portuguese nowadays, I think that we are more open minded to talk about feelings, to talk more about this happiness and which it is what really matters in life. So it was amazing, guys. Thank you, Diego, for being here. Gianna, what about you?
Well, it's always a pleasure to be here, and I really appreciate DP topics because this is a great and important way to reflect a little bit about my own feelings and to know about the others' feelings because sometimes we tend to feel that only us have the emotional the emotions that we have, the feelings that we have, but it's not like this. When we try to with other people, we can see that other people are passing through things that are similar or even almost equal to what we are feeling. And this is very interesting, and this is one of the motives that I really appreciate being here and talk and have conversations with everybody here.
That's perfect. I totally agree with you, Jenna. Just I think it's important to share our feelings and at this moment here and talk and talk when we have this kind of deep conversations about feelings. It's really really interesting because we realize that we're not alone. Even if we can have in our individual perspective, there are many things that we have in common. So it make more how say that create a stronger relationships and feelings and sense of being what it is be a human being and what connect everyone. It's something interesting to think about it. Julie, how was for you the conversation? Did you like it?
Very good. Interesting.
Yeah, and Julie, I'd like to say thank you to you for being here every immersion. So especially in my immersions, it's always a pleasure to have you here. You make me happier. When you're that I know that Julie will be there. That's good. Thank you so much, Julie. So guys, someone would like to add something, or we can finish by now. what everything was good. So I think that's it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow I'll be here in the same time and slot. So if you have time, please come to discuss more another different topic. If you don't have time, it's not a problem at all. So we will see each other for sure in another opportunity. So thank you so much. Think about it. What makes you happy in life? I think that's always a good opportunity when you have this kind of discussion. I will do myself. And thank you for so much for bringing thoughtful, how say that, thoughts here and ideas. It was very good for me. So see you and bye bye, guys. Thank you.